Hey folks, welcome back. This is our Battle Poker Season 1 Summer League rather. This is week 4, table number 4. We are finally getting this one up. Joined with me is Bad at Games. Bad, how you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing alright. Excited for this match. Excited to see how Mr. Frost does, who is currently on a winning streak. We will see if that continues today.
That's right, 3 weeks, 3 wins so far.
He
Picking
opens
up
up pretty
7 4.
nicely.
Yeah, definitely a nice starting hand.
No one else really has anything to speak for.
Might be interesting if these Reapers come along, but I doubt they're going to on hand number 1.
I'm surprised he called with the Hellions. That one's L.
Yeah, that seems like a very loose play early on. And he raises with the 12 Phoenix. I don't know if he's bluffing or if he thinks he actually has some value here.
Well, unfortunately for him, these Thors are about to destroy him, and I'm assuming everything else.
Thors might have a little bit of trouble with the Infested Terrans depending on how it rolls out. It doesn't look like too many of them are focused on the Thors though, so maybe they'll have enough time to pick them apart.
I really like Thors in a three-way.
Oh yeah. They work very similarly to Tempest, but on the ground. They're long range, they hit hard, they stay back and stay safe.
If we gave them their ladder update, they might even have even longer range.
Very true.
But Frost picking up the first pot, nice little payday.
Can't complain about that.
Any money is good money.
Always better to win a pot than to lose one.
Again, not really any hands to speak of. That one's L picking up the DTs, Kalai picking up the counter to that with the disruptors.
Yeah, I've still got to go back in the Discord and redo all of my 2-card math now that we have additional counters to the DTs. We have a couple new units in the game that are going to throw off some of the numbers.
Very true. Frost is definitely going to call with his 11 Void Rays. Might even raise.
I could see a raise from him, especially given that that one Zell only raised it by 1.
Yep. There's a
Yeah,
6
here comes
raise.
a re-raise.
I don't know if Clay should be calling here. I think with the disruptor micro might be able to stay back from everything, but we shall see.
I disagree with putting the disruptors in front, but besides that, I think it's definitely a playable hand. Unfortunately, these Void Rays are going to wreck the Stalkers, and the disruptors are just going to sit here in the middle and eat it. But I do like to play with the disruptors. They tend to stay safe in so many situations, and they just wreck anything on the ground right now.
Very, very true. Definitely wanted a higher count of Stalkers. But Void Rays, just being dominant overall, they've really started to prove themselves as of late.
Yeah, we talked about their damage on table 2 or 3 this week. I mean, again, with the, oh, I forgot what it was called last time, too. With the prismatic alignment.
Yep.
14 damage twice a second to armored units. I mean, that's just, it's ridiculous.
That is a lot. Well, I'm looking at Frost's 4/4 Queens.
4/4 Queens along with 4/4 Zerglings, nothing to sneeze at. Those Ultralisks might actually go down to these Lings depending on how the surrounds go.
Raises it big. Might be trying to be big stack bully? Or just feels very
feeling
confident.
good about those 4/4 Queens. I mean, the Broodlords might tie him up for a little bit. The Ultralisks actually got folded, so I mean, I'd say Frosty's in pretty good condition right now.
I feel like when you raise this much, the only hands that are gonna call you are hands that can potentially beat you.
Yeah, we've touched on that before about how these super large raises early on are very polarizing, and they leave your opponents no option except to play their very best hands. No one's going to play a 20 bet pot this early on for a middling hand. And look at the 4/4 Zerglings doing some good damage to the Marauders before the Queens get there. Unfortunately, the Broodlings kind of starting to take over. A nice big wave of them coming in from the Zerglings.
These Broodlords about to go how they're about to tear these queens apart.
Yeah.
The Marauder DPS is helping as well.
Yeah, it would have been nice if those Marauders went down first, but the help from the Brood Lords was definitely enough to help take down the Zerglings.
Healthcare proving to be strong, making this a tie.
Queens are the healthcare unit.
Oh, here. Oh my. Frost, how do you get all these hands? How?
23 Ravens for Frosty this time around up against that one's L6 carriers. We're going to see some fireworks here, I believe.
Oh, absolutely.
23 Stalkers for Cly as well.
No wonder why Frost has won his last 3 weeks so far. This right here. How much you, yeah. Small arrays in the last one. That
Didn't
one
quite feel like dragging the mouse all the way over for that bet.
True. Clyde calling with the 23 Stalkers. I do like Nate's
Nate
call.
calling with the Swarm Host. I like it.
I do like it.
He's going to have to put it down now, though, when he only picks up the 6 Marauders, I think.
Not necessarily. I mean, if it stays a 4-way, you're banking on them swarm hosts no matter what. Unfortunately for Frost, he's going to kill his own DTs.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate seeing the DTs with the Ravens, because you know the Ravens are just going to blow up those wonderful cloak units you have.
That one Zell's most likely going to call with these carriers. They're just a good multi-way hand. He's thinking about it, though.
Yeah, Frosty unsuccessful trying to get the Ravens heads up. Should have actually... I think he should have bet smaller to begin with, so that he could bet larger from the second card.
As predicted,
he
kills all the DTs.
Yeah. I think that line of betting would have maybe knocked a couple of people out and helped them get the Ravens heads up.
Well, that one's Zell folding the carriers.
However,
tough fold.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to be safe here, it looks like, after the Locusts take out all these Stalkers.
And this is going to end up being a tie between Nate and Frost. Good call,
yeah,
Nate.
I think those shots just went off a little bit too late. We're going to get the 10-second timer before they really contact.
Good call, Nate. I like it.
Well played.
Good, not bad. Getting one of my new favorite hands, the Disruptor.
Gotta love Disruptors. Starmeister this time with the 12 Swarm Hosts. Heron 3-3 on the board, helping no one.
Even when Frost gets a bad hand, he gets a good count. And
oh
what
my
the hell?
goodness.
How do you get 25 wild cards like that?
Oh. He's fighting with
How?
himself over whether to put the roaches or the wild cards in front.
Oh, Roach is in front.
Roaches in front, I agree.
They need to be tanks.
Nobody
Clyde
else
calling.
picking up too much to write home about. Good, not bad, probably making this call. Starmeister in with the Swarm Host this time.
I still want to see those Disruptors in the back.
I agree.
And fortunately for Frost, these Disruptors are actually going to be helping him out a lot.
Yeah. Spawning opposite of the Disruptors means that the Disruptors are going to be running into the two opponents on both sides of you before they walk across the arena and deal with you directly.
The Disruptor
And
might...
this is why the Disruptors are so good. They wall hog and stay away from the fight, making it really difficult to get chased down by the majority of your opponent's units in a big way fight. There goes the Lone Thor. They're moving back into the battle. I wonder if Frostocles is going to have the DPS left to actually finish these Disruptors out.
No.
10 seconds ago.
No,
I don't
he's
think it's
not.
going to happen.
The micro is
Yeah.
so good.
It's so good. So good.
Frost has won every single pot so far.
When you're getting hit with the deck, you got to take advantage of it. It's not going to last forever.
No hands to really talk about here. I mean, the 3/3 Reapers, but Cly is definitely not thinking that they have the best hand.
No, but now with 14 Banshees, you do have a pretty strong anti-ground hand with those 4/4s.
Nate picking up some DTs. Suddenly
Starmeister
turns...
with low count 4/4.
True. I like the call by Nate, not raising, just calling.
Yeah, with such low count DTs, we've touched on this before. There's a couple of units that can do splash damage that don't normally detect or otherwise counter DTs. You know, if you run into like lurkers, siege tanks, even something like Archons where the DTs are getting close to them, the splash damage can take them out in low counts and still leave you dead.
Big fight. Frost finally losing his first pot.
Only in a pot of 33 chips, though, so...
It's true. He's
Said
definitely
it's all
fine.
about win the big pots, lose the small ones.
He's fine.
He's still going to be in first place regardless.
Looks like.
And
it's
also,
gonna
hey,
be a tie.
let's shout out Frosticles real quick for this league game being his 900th game of 2-card battle poker.
Yay! He's good. He's gonna be the first player to 1,000 and 2 card.
Yeah, I can't catch him. I'm just about to cross 800.
The man plays so much.
Hey, when you're good at something and you enjoy it.
A lot of disruptors so far this game. We're only being 7 hands in.
A lot of disruptors, and don't forget, we had Ravens like 3 out of the first 4 hands. If I remember right.
I only saw the 1 Raven hand with the 23 Ravens.
I might be thinking of a different table then. I could have sworn like the I remember hand 4 I think being Frosticles binking like the 22 Ravens or something, and I just was like, Jesus Christ, how are we getting this many Ravens?
Ooh, this
Might
is
be
a
wrong,
little
though.
interesting. Starmeister has the I can't speak. Starmeister has a counter to both of them on the ground at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's going to be a tie, but it depends on whether or not he calls. He does make the call.
Those corruptors should be safe.
Ghost should have been in front.
Ghost absolutely should have been in front.
Should have been in front. Where's the other Ultralisk? There he is. Hello.
He's not going to be there for long. There's the Disruptor Blast.
Is that enough Storm?
I don't think it is. I might be wrong, though, as they're regenerating slowly. A couple of them did take some EMP blasts, it looks like.
This is about to be very
Maybe
close.
it is.
One
Maybe
more.
it is. That's it. That's it. Kaboom. Nate taking it down. Decent little pot there.
That gets him
Chip
first
leader.
place, yeah. And Nate
12
immediately...
Archons for Nate this time.
Yeah.
Woo.
I love my Archons now.
I remember a time you absolutely demanded Archons were D tier.
No, not even on the board. They were F tier.
Clearly we were mistaken there.
No, at the time it was absolutely correct, but they've changed. No, there was, for those not knowing, there was like a good week and a half where every single time I was dealt Archons, I lost with them. Every single time.
It happens to all of us. Even Ravens sometimes are a little unreliable. As we saw by the most recently posted stats in the Discord. Let me look again just to make sure I'm right. Ravens only have a 68.2% win rate.
See, I still want to know. You said those are always heads-up matches, right?
Correct.
I know this is way more complicated. I still want to see a version where you can see like a specific player's cards, like
Mm-hmm.
how many times siege tanks win for one player versus another player. Because I definitely play my siege tanks differently than others, and so
Well, you
stuff
can
like
always
that.
run the stat script that Koff wrote. Also, special thanks to Koff for doing the work on that. Just on your own replays. It's just that the script is a little difficult to get up and running.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Frost picking up the 4 carriers and gets the 1/1.
1-1 always helpful for carriers. Just that little bit of extra damage on the interceptors that actually doubled. So it's actually no, the math doesn't work out like that. I'm sorry. I was about to say it's almost a 40% increase, but no, that's not how that works at all. Still, a 20% damage DPS increase is nothing to sneeze at.
Makes the raise. That one Zell should definitely be folding.
The Wish.com Ravens, only 10 of them. Not going to take you too far against 4 carriers. He's thinking about it, though.
Really should fold.
The thing is that while Frosty has been very active, he's been showing down the goods every time he gets called.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like this call by Zell.
Yeah.
It's going to cost him a
Not at
lot
all.
of money.
Good number of interceptors actually go down to the Wish.com Ravens, so we'll see if they rebuild fast enough to kill the Marauders. I can't imagine they're going to have an issue.
There's the surrender.
Yeah.
And in this format, every point matters. He needed that money.
Yeah. We talked about this with Frosticles on one of the previous tables from this week. You know, with the bonus points going to second and first place, you really want to play a strategy that's going to be top end heavy. You don't really mind going out fifth or sixth this early on if it means it's going to set you up potentially for a position to take down the entire game. There's 5 points. There's a 5 point difference between third place and first place. Think about that.
It's pretty good. Well, Starmeister finally getting his hand.
Going with the Ravens and the Void Rays, I like it.
I have a suspicious feeling that these Ravens are going to suicide because of
Yeah.
the planes. Yeah, there it is.
There you
I've
go.
had this
There
happen
you
one too
go.
many times.
There they go.
And
Void Rays coming in for the party. Nope.
Queens,
Denied.
Queens, I feel like are a counter to Ravens now, just because I've had
Yeah.
that happen like 4 times, specifically with the Queens. Unfortunately, Starmeister is right. It's not his week.
Well, maybe getting a second chance here with the 11 Archons. With the antes what they are, I can't imagine Starmeister's not going to get this all in.
Cly with the 3/3 Queens gonna have something to say about it.
Woo! That's a lot of healthcare on the table.
I feel like Starmeister goes all in right now.
He's got to. I mean, 11 Archons, like, what are you, if you're not going to shove 11 Archons with 6 bets remaining, what are you waiting for? Oh
Well,
my gosh.
At the
Wow.
moment, he might be hoping that when Zell goes out so he can secure another place.
Not the worst idea, but again, remember how top heavy those payouts are. This is exactly the situation I was talking about. If you just want to try to rank up a couple of spots and grab a couple more points, that's fine. But if you really want to put yourself in position to top 8 this league, you got to take these spots where it's a little bit gambly and go for the win rather than just trying to sneak up a couple of spots.
What are your thoughts on the High Templar also using feedback rather than just Storm?
Be interesting. It would be nice to have a second spellcaster counter in the game besides not Ravens, Ghosts.
It would make them a little bit more useful.
It would make them a little bit more useful as far as versatility. I have a feeling they would struggle a little bit in multi-ways more than they do already now if they end up using feedback on units and then needing to storm a whole bunch of stuff later. But I think that's a pretty particular situation where it doesn't come up too often with High Templar.
True. I mean, I'm usually playing High Templar in a heads-up scenario.
I was about to say, High Templar, I generally try to aim for heads up regardless, so...
That one Zell, all in with 5. Just leaves the game. Doesn't even
Just
want to
lets
see
it
the
go.
second card.
Yeah. Interesting. If it weren't for the fact that Nate has the 6 battle cruisers, he would have actually had a chance given just the first cards, based on the folds already. 11 Banshees into 12 Cyclones or 14 Ghosts, Queens if he got a heads up. The cloak time of those Banshees would probably be able to cut down those units pretty effectively and have them survive.
He would have gotten my
He
arch
would have
nemesis.
picked up Ravens.
He would
6 Ravens.
6 Ravens. My arch nemesis. You know what though? These Ravens would have killed every single one of the Corruptors.
Yep. Here we go, Nate with the oof.
I don't know who's gonna win.
I don't know. Yamato's going
definitely
down. There's
Frost.
still a really good count for Frost. That's
Yep.
that's gonna be it. Yeah.
Yep.
Too much for 6 VCs.
That one Zell now officially out. Starmeister needs to go all in. Has to.
I mean, I guess if you don't want to shove the 11 Archons and you still want to wait, carriers are a unit to wait for.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Even just picking up the antes will give him a few extra hands. Wow, 21 ghosts.
The Archons.
21 ghosts. I feel like you go all in again.
With 43 and antes at 6, I agree.
There it is. He goes all in, and he's going to counter both of these two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming a call from Cly and Nate.
Cly might bulk with only 12 Ravens. Nope. Okay, he comes along. Nate's got a call here. Are you getting 2.5 to 1?
I could also see him re-raising. He doesn't
No,
like
he's gonna let it
three-way.
go.
Wow. And Starmeister about to make a double up here. No, goes in front. You better keep those in the front.
There you go. Oh no!
He tried to switch it.
Okay, he tried to switch them last.
He got
second.
so lucky right now
Didn't
that
work.
he failed at doing that. Ghost always in front. He got so lucky just now that failed.
Gotta agree with you there. Those 0 energy Ravens just sitting ducks in the air.
Ghosts were in the back. That would have given it plenty of time for these Ravens to annihilate him.
Yep. We'd be seeing a draw at best right now.
I don't even think it would have been a draw.
Well, I'm sure the Broodlords would have gone first. Then if the Ghost came up for the second wave, it's very possible that the Broodlords would have survived, but the Ghosts would have gone down. If the Ghosts were in back. I think I said that right.
Well,
I
Clyde...
don't know. I think I might have just confused myself halfway through there.
It's
Anyway.
okay. Clyde going all in. I would like to see a call from Frost. I know I would be.
Oh yeah, 16 Oracles. That's pretty solid anti-ground. Clyde with the short stack. You know he's got to be going all in with just about anything here. Ground is definitely in his range.
And picks up
And
the
the
disruptors.
Frosty! Share some of this luck with me, my man. Maybe I'll actually hit 2K at some point with it.
How does this man get so lucky? Is it enough, though?
Oh, I think it will be. Here we go. There go the Hydra. Oh, no, they're going for the Queen still. Still running away to the wall, though. If some of these Hydras go down, he'll be safe.
That 3-3. They need to kill these disruptors quickly.
Yep. Disruptors whiffing some of these shots as they go for targets that are slightly out of range.
Remember, they're targeting a massive clump.
Correct.
A tie.
And once again, the Disruptors force a tie.
Ooh, look at these hands. Oh. There you go. Actually, all of these hands are decent, obviously, except for the
Yes.
Ravagers, but all of these are decent.
Clyde needs to be going all in here to start with.
There it is.
Good, not bad. Gonna call, I assume.
Nate really doesn't like those three-ways.
No, he does not.
Oh, good, not bad. Got the
Oh,
best second card he could ask for.
Oh, no.
That was the best card he could have asked
the end
for.
of Clyde here.
I think yes.
Yamato's going down. Take it down. 8 carrier, I think.
Yeah, they got one of the carriers.
Yeah. Still plenty of DPS as the Vikings land. Those adepts just don't really stand much of a chance, I don't think.
This is going to be close.
Yeah.
No, it's a tie.
10 seconds left. It's going to tie. Yep.
Cly living twice, going all in. And Frost gets Ravens again.
Because why not?
Good, not bad's obviously going to want to be a part of this, and so is Cly. He checks it. Monster.
I mean, first act, you don't want to give away the strength of your hand. You want to try to goad somebody into betting. Well, not even goad, but like see if somebody wants to put a little money in the pot first. He lucks out with Clay, going in with the 7 Tempest, so he's got a little money in the pot already. Good, not bad. Calling with the 24 Phoenix. I wouldn't terribly just mind an all-in here. Look at the stack size for Good and Cly. I mean, you can just put them to the test and force them to go all in. And with the chip stack that Frosticles has, even if it goes 3 ways and he doesn't win, he's still in pretty good shape.
Everybody liked their second card.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that was a very quick three-way.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? These Tempests are about to reign supreme.
Yeah. Lots of wasted shots going off from the Ravens. Battle cruisers just barely left alive. These Tempests are going to take everything down, I think.
Cly finally getting the fight he wanted.
Yep. Nice little triple up, plus some.
Has gone in like the last 3 hands. Finally got the win.
That's the way it is sometimes. When you're short stacking, you're going all in with a bunch of random hands. Everybody knows that you have to go all in with some random hands, and so you get called by less than stellar hands, which means there's not a lot of robustness, which leaves a lot of tie situations. But this time it works out for him. 3rd place. 2nd place, rather. I'm sorry.
Nate really likes these Max Phoenix with the 3-3. Cly needs a fold. There it is.
Yeah.
No hand to particularly talk about this time.
Let's
I feel
see
like
if anybody's gonna bet and take it.
now first one to bet. Ooh, some decent second cards.
Lots of decent second cards. We got 15 Corruptors for Good, 10 Tempests for Starmeister, 19 Ravens for Nate, 5 Thors for Cly.
Makes the fold.
Oh, those poor little Zerglings running directly into the help. Oh no! You hate / love to see it.
Oh my goodness, they did a good job though.
That was a huge volley.
They did a good job though of making up for it. Now, will these Tempests actually kill the Hellbats? The fight just started.
It's gonna be close. We haven't seen 10 seconds yet,
There it
so
is.
it's okay. It's.
No, that's a tie.
I'm gonna say no.
That's
yeah,
a tie.
It's gotta be a tie. Close though. Very close.
Oh, check it. Don't raise it. Yeah.
Good goes all in.
He's gonna regret that here in a second.
Yes, he is. Frosty, considering the mutas, puts him down. And then here comes the call from Starmeister very shortly.
I feel like this is the end of good, not bad. You know what? Not a terrible second card for the situation.
Not at all. As long as he leaves his Phoenix in front, there's a chance, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Only 4 Void Rays is simply not gonna have the DPS to nuke these carriers down fast enough.
I mean, we shall see. They're doing a lot of damage
They are
right now.
doing a lot of damage. 3 Void Rays left. Oh my goodness.
They also have the
3
1/1.
carriers, 2 Void Rays left.
It
Oh,
is enough.
wow.
It
and
is
the
enough.
Phoenix. Wow. Did not expect that.
One void ray has 2 kills. The other one has 1. Definitely put in their work.
Yeah. Good, still in it.
I'm reading the chat.
Gotta love the trash talk here and there.
Good, not
still
bad.
not a whole lot to write home about.
No.
25wish.com Ravens for Frosticles. We'll see how it goes.
Honestly, I
Puts it
feel
in
like
front,
this
yeah.
could go check all the way around.
Yeah, it probably should, unless somebody wants to get a little testy and put a bet in here in late position.
Yep, check all the way around.
We're talking a pure bluff, though. Like, we're not even talking a semi-bluff.
Nope. These Banshees about to do a lot of work. There's no really anti-air anymore.
No.
Now there is no anti-air, so Clyde gonna reign supreme in the sky. These immortals are chonky though.
Yeah, especially with most of them having full shields. Well, Banshees aren't going to do a whole lot against them. The shields are going to help against that Lone Tempest, though. Not that they need help against the Lone Tempest.
Yeah, that's doing no damage. That Tempest.
Pew pew.
This is closer than I thought it was gonna be. The extra timer.
They're all going. Wow, yeah.
The extra time proven to be very
And remember,
helpful.
that's a minute 40 to fight. I'm sorry, a minute 30. Wow, I'm off my game today.
It's all good. Clyde definitely needed that pot.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a couple interesting hands here. I like the min raise in this situation. Since he's first act.
Unfortunately, nothing that the other players have are really going to do badly against those Vikings that Frosty has.
He folds the 50
Yeah.
Marines.
Ah, weird. It's such a good drawing hand. I mean, I can understand it with the antes being as high as they are, but still, like, for just a min raise, we always say if you're always going to be paying an ante next hand anyway for 1 card, so if you only have to pay 1 more ante and you have a drawing hand, go ahead and do it. 50 Marines is a great drawing hand. Get something chunky to put in front of them, and you suddenly have some great DPS coming up from behind.
While deciding to wait, he picks up 8 Void Rays for his trouble. I feel like he's about to go all in. There it is.
I mean, it's not a bad. Yeah, it's about time to go.
Well, Starmeister call.
Yeah.
I feel like if those 2 fold, he might.
It's a possibility. It's only a bet and a half more.
With the call from Nate, though. He still found a call.
Yeah. Nate's gonna rip up those Marines with the Colossi.
Absolutely. Well, that helped
Goes for
good,
the
not bad.
EVs. Yeah. Unfortunately, Nate can't shoot up, so those Void Rays are gonna probably take his hand out.
If Nate was not a part of that hand, I feel like Starmeister would have taken good, not bad.
Yeah. I think it's a distinct possibility.
No one wanting to die. Everybody fighting.
Yeah, we're at 47 minutes of a 6-handed game, and we've only had 1 death so far.
It's pretty good.
24 Corruptors for good this time.
And bam, just like that, he's in second place.
Gotta love it. 8 ultras for Cly. 8 voids for Good, 5 BCs for Frosty. This could be some fireworks.
I mean, even the 22 zealots with 2-2. We're at hand 25. I might consider it all in here. Maybe not with how much action there is now, but
Yeah, no. Once the other 2 players enter the pot, you can't reliably go all in with the 22 zealots, but it's definitely a possibility if you're going to be the first one into the pot.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Definitely an interesting set of hands so far.
Yeah. Frost, the only one not on the ground. That's gonna help.
Yep. Needs to take out these cyclones pretty quickly. Now if we can get the void rays out, we're in business.
Those Yamatos.
Or the Yamatos.
I mean, these are 2-2 void rays.
Oh no. 2
Yeah.
void rays left. 1 down.
And there's the last Yamato.
And there she blows.
Frost, just a commanding lead in this game.
Frost the only one with chips. Everybody else at under 10 bets.
Sarmaster has to go all in.
Absolutely.
Now is the time. He will. There's no way he doesn't.
I don't care if it all ends all the way around the table. Starmeister needs to go in.
There it is.
Yep, there it is.
I don't think anybody calls here, to be honest. Clyde does make the call with a 3-3 Colossi. Which, I'm not a huge fan of Colossi. Well, I am, but I'm not. I like them when there's 3 people left at the table.
My whole thing is that they're just so vulnerable, especially to enemy air attacks. As you can see, like the Vikings just fly right over the ground and go right after the Colossi. It's just such a common occurrence when you have the Colossi even in the back.
Those fungals did a lot.
Ooh. Yeah, they did. Those infested Terrans are doing their work.
It's gonna
too.
be enough. Holy cow! Oh, infestors. They're so much better
Infestors
now.
are good units.
So much better now.
Now that we get now all it took was 1 extra wave of infested Terrans, and infestors are a competitor again.
Nobody wants to see the kill animation. Oh, look at these hands. Everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody likes their hand right now. Even Frost.
There's gonna be some fireworks on this hand, and I mean, like we might be seeing a 4-way all in.
There's the all in. There's a call. Frost should be calling for 5.
Absolutely. He may just be thinking about making his own raise.
Folds for 5.
What? Folds for 5? That has to be a misclick.
No, I think it was legitimate fold. There's a raise from Clyde though. The worst hand here. There's a shove by Good Not Bad.
And what's Clyde thinking?
He fucked up. I mean, this is Protoss 3-3.
I mean, he has 6 bets.
Yeah, there's
left.
the fold. There's the fold.
It's one of those things where you probably shouldn't have put yourself in that situation to begin with.
Yeah, just see the second card.
But what can you do? Those 3-3 Stalkers not going to get hurt much by the Zerglings. Yamato's coming down on the carriers already. He just surrenders, doesn't even wait to see if the 3-3 is enough to carry him through.
Well, you have the Yamato, and then you have all the Stalkers down
all
there.
the Stalkers, yeah.
Cly now picking up the carriers.
We've been seeing lots of big hands here at this table.
Checks it on the button. I like it. Gets the mothership.
Invisible carriers, because the carriers just weren't good enough on their own. and nothing to challenge them on the table. 2 Thors are simply not going to bring the heat required to take down these carriers.
That was a little too high of a raise.
Yeah. A little too much. Nate this time with the DTs.
All in. I like it. Get it in there.
And you're so short stacked. 3 bets is not significant enough to scare people away, or shouldn't be.
Yep.
If they have a hand to call with. 7 Liberators this time for Frosticles. Let's see how he handles them.
That's the first time we've seen Liberators.
Yeah. 30 hands in.
He should be calling. Well, maybe not should, but I would. There
I mean, it's only 7. Only 7's going to be very dependent on your second card.
That's not the card.
That's not the card you want for Liberators.
Yeah. Well, no, the mothership. That's not the card you wanted to see.
Well, it's going to go down regardless, but still, not the card you want to see with Liberators. You want something tanky to put in front of them so they have time to siege up and get their damage in.
Good, not bad. Put up a good fight.
Here comes the cleaver.
Yeah.
Frosticles still with a commanding lead, threatening to make this 4 out of 4 wins. My goodness. Can somebody stop this man?
We shall see. Cly and Nate looking to try. He gets 12 Void Rays for his troubles. How?
I mean...
How?
I mean, Nate's got to be feeling pretty confident with the 15 Swarm Hosts if there's anything on the ground, as long with those 19 Marauders. Problem is that Frosticles isn't on the ground.
I could see a fold. I really hope he folds. There's the fold.
I can see a fold, yeah.
There's the fold. Good fold.
These antes are getting high. Nate's down to 3 bets behind. Picks up 2 Zerglings this time around. Not what you're looking for when you're short stacked.
Clyde checked the 11 Liberators. And I get that he's on the button, but we only got 3 people. Definitely should be calling them in raise. There it is. Oh. This is interesting.
Interesting hand.
Yeah. This is. I don't mind the disruptors in front in this situation.
Disruptors in front, definitely for the Marines.
Yeah.
100%.
It will pave a way.
Hopefully they'll get their first shot off and then run away and let the Marines walk through unhindered. Here comes the raise. Clyde debating what to do. You gotta love the Liberators, but that 12 wildcard count is just a little bit low.
Well, Clyde raised and then left 17.
Yeah.
Liberators are enough, though.
Not gonna be enough. Yeah, the Liberators take it.
Gets a nice double up. And finally, somebody takes the lead from Frost. I mean, I know Nate did earlier, but for not very long.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
Never mind. Clyde still isn't second. I did my math wrong. It was my turn. 23 Ravens! How?
23 Ravens!
That's his 3rd time?
Yep.
And that's just Ravens alone.
Just Ravens. Not including all the other top tier units he's gotten. Just Ravens. 3 times in 33 hands. This man is a monster. Nate folding it down.
I mean,
15 ships left.
If anybody wants to know why Frost is won all of his past games, this is why. This is absolutely why.
You know, we've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's not just getting hit with the deck that wins you the games. You got to know how to bet these hands, too, in a way that's going to get you paid off.
True.
Just waiting until you have a strong hand and always showing down these strong hands, someone's going to pick up on the fact that you're just getting hot and that you're still betting just with the nuts. They're just going to stay out of your way the whole game. Yeah, it helps that you're never going to lose a hand as long as you're running hot, but eventually that hot streak's going to come to a close, and when somebody realizes that you start shutting down and you're betting, they're going to take advantage of you.
Very correct. Nate gets a nice double up. Yeah. Frost has 900 games as of this league match. He definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice hands all around. Cly with the worst of it. 2 carriers, 5 Void Rays for Nate, 8 Ultras for Frosticles, but currently inconsequential.
I mean, in a three-way, anything air, you start to like take a second look at.
Yeah. Even with low count, just the possibility of staying alive because your opponent can't hit you becomes a distinct possibility. He puts it down, though. Nate takes it. We still have a match here, folks. Nate coming back.
I mean, it's been a fight all the way around. Nobody wants to give this up easily.
No, not at all. Like we said earlier, the next person to go out is only going to get 5 points, but the winner is going to be taking down 10 points, twice as many for moving up 2 spots.
I mean, we've had so many battles this game. We're an hour into it, and we're only on hand 37.
Yeah.
Nobody giving up any pot easily.
This one's going to be, well, Nate decides to make a play with his Wish.com Ravens. It's probably going to work as Frosticles doesn't really have anything to call with. Neither did Cly.
If those two
Andes are
check,
humongous.
Watch
Nobody has even like 8 bets left.
good fold with ultras. Oh, here we go. Nate versus Cly.
Nate decides to play the Banshees. Cly should be calling here. Might even raise over the top.
I could see him shoving.
I could see a shove here too. Now it's shove time with the 58 Banelings and oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I thought the Banelings were matched up with the Vikings. Not gonna go well for the Banelings if the Lurkers burrow in time.
I mean, no matter what, these Banshees
Yeah.
can't touch the Vikings when they become uncloaked.
No, they're not gonna kill the Vikings in time.
Yeah, and there it is. And Banshees are just so frail. They're gonna die pretty quick.
Yep. Leaving Nate here with only 50 gold behind, like a bet and a half.
Clyde now in first place, though, off of that.
Yep. Here we go. Nate all in with the 8 Immortals.
If Russ is gonna call.
Yeah. 9 Tempest, easy. 2 Marines, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, even with those 3/3 upgrades.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Tychus and Raynor for all we care. I don't think it's worth a call.
It is Tychus and Raider. He makes the call. Why? Why do you make that call?
You never know when you're going to beat 25 Ravens, man.
No, for Clyde.
Yeah, I'm saying. Like, even with the 2 Marines,
true.
you never know when your second card's going to be 25 Ravens.
True.
Like,
Well,
for that cheap, you might as well get a free draw. Or a close to free draw.
Nate does get that second card, being the Ravens. Question is, will it be enough?
Oh, wow.
This is a very close fight.
This is a very close fight.
What are the energy on those?
I think those Ravens, the Ravens only need 1 more shot apiece to take them down.
It's a
Possibly
split
2 for
pot.
the bottom one.
It's a split pot.
Yeah.
They're never going to get their energy off in time.
Blitzville. One of them might go off, but it's not going to be enough. Nope.
Nate staying alive. That is the name of the game so far.
And 16 Phoenix this time. A great hand to stay alive with. Frosty with only 4 High Templar. Oof, rough call. Cly might be taking another shot at it here with his bigger stack. Nope, lets it go. Nate back in the game with a couple of bets. 16 disruptors for Frosty. And everybody else is on the ground. How convenient.
Right? Min raises. I like the min raise.
I mean, at this stage in the game, personally, I always open with a min raise. Like, anything bigger is just, you're requiring too much of a percentage of somebody's stack to really have... Let me rephrase that. If you bet bigger than a min raise, you're requiring so much of somebody's stack to where you're polarizing their range, kind of like what we talked with earlier, with the early game bets going up to like 20 chips when the antes are 1. It makes your opponent only call with their best possible hands in their range.
Yep.
You're not going to get a lot of middling hands. You're not going to make money when you hit your big hands. So if you play more middling hands and you just min raise and you mix it up a little bit more, you're setting yourself up to make more money off of these hands when you hit something really big.
Very true. Nate with 16. The 16 left after this 44.
9 Baneling's not going to cut it.
Nope,
7
these 7 carriers will.
There's the min raise.
I mean, if Nate calls, it's entirely off of those Swarm hosts and the fact that
Nate
it could
has
go
to
into
call.
a three-way.
I mean, so Nate has put himself in a position where if he wins the next hand, he has 1 bet.
Yeah, he
so
has
he
to win
needs
the
to
next
win
3.
2 hands at random in a row just to be able to get to the point where he has an option besides all in.
Frost makes the call. With your
Not
standard
happy to see
Zerg.
these carriers. Yeah, your Roach Hydra, not effective. Should have been fine if they could actually micro, but well, maybe. Well, no,
No,
probably
no,
not
they
enough
don't. They don't
Hydras.
beat 7 carriers.
Not enough Hydras. My mistake.
No matter how much you micro that, there's no way. I don't mind the call though from Frost.
Oh no.
It was just a min raise, and he had a decent hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nate, all in for 16 with these 12 roaches.
$11 ghosts for Frosty.
Should just go, yeah, check.
Here come the snipes.
So these snipes are definitely different than in actual ladder.
Yeah, they're not the current ladder ones where they have to charge up and they deal massive damage. These are quick, rapid-fire, 25 damage snipes to biological units.
Look, the disruptor. I was like, what are they chasing?
Oh, the disruptor finally goes down, doesn't get to force a tie.
You know what? If it had gotten one more shot off on these roaches, that'd been wild.
That would have been a game changer.
I still think these roaches are dead. We could be losing Nate.
See.
This is
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
close.
close.
It's gonna be very, very close.
Oh, come on. No, they're doubling up. It's not gonna get there. Nope. Oh, wow. So Nate at half of a big bet.
Well, Frost has these 16 liberators and
And
69. Nice.
Banelings.
Nice.
Oh,
Here,
no.
look at the wiki face. Look at the wiki face.
No. Oh, no.
Nice. And unfortunately, we're about to
Nate's gotta not
lose
be feeling
Nate.
good here.
This is gonna be insulting.
Look
You
at
lose to
that.
69 Banelings.
The Liberators barely even siege up.
What more needed?
Nope. Overkill.
Nate leaving the game. Oh, it's Happy Canada Day.
We're down to heads up. Roughly 2-1 chip advantage for Cly.
Cly looking to end this man's streak.
Let's see it happen, folks.
It needs to. If Frost does win this week, I'm pretty sure he's guaranteed top 8, even if he loses week 5 and 6. Pretty sure he would be the only player to be guaranteed.
Yeah, I think you're right. If he wins this game, I think he's going to be pretty much guaranteed top 8. I don't think anybody's going to be able to force him out. That'd be 30 points guaranteed, plus whatever he makes on the best of his next two outings.
Clyde's gonna call. 93 bailings, you have to call. Might even
I think you
might
do.
even force them all in. There it is.
Yeah, here's the all-in. I like the play.
Now what does Frost do? It's only 3 battle cruisers.
It's only 3 BCs, and he's leaving himself like he's already got half of his stack invested in the pot. This is going to be a tough laydown.
He makes,
And he
the,
makes
call.
the call.
And no anti-air for Clay.
None at all. But Frosty only picking up the 16 Hellions.
I mean, they're going to try and micro their way.
Oh yeah, they're already all in. It doesn't matter. I was thinking, oh, Clyde could try for another push here.
Look at this, 1000 APM. Run away! Not quite 1000 APM, but they tried.
Close enough.
Seen it happen before. Hellion versus Queen is fun to watch. Now, I mean, it's 1-1 versus 2-2, but these Bailings don't have too much health. How much are they doing against the ground right now?
8 damage per shot. -2 for the armor, so 6. Oh, +1 for the upgrade, so 7.
Nice double up for Frost, taking the lead.
Uh-oh. Frosty's slightly better than 2-1 now. Actually, 3-1, my mistake.
Funny thing about heads up is the tides can change in an instant.
Especially with these giant antes. I mean, all it takes is one hand to flip the script.
Yep. I mean, again, we're only playing with 6 players, so they're playing with less money than they're used to.
Yeah. This is an incredibly long game for only a 6-handed table.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Clyde down to a bet and change with 4 Swarm Hosts. Frosticles picking up 11 Liberators.
Check it. Check it. Check it. Do it.
I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to make a bet here.
I mean, I understand
Just the min
why.
raise, yeah. Let's go. Clyde down to his last hand effectively.
Oh,
Oh,
look at these two
Clyde
hands.
picks up the counter.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
This is going to be
We
a
have
fight.
a hand here, folks.
This is going to be a fight.
Zerg 2-2 on the board, helping nobody except for maybe a few wild cards here.
It's going to entirely
Here
depend on the
comes
wild cards.
pain. Yeah. That's a lot of carrier rolls. He only had 5 in his hand. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4,
It looked
5,
like
6,
7.
7, 8? 7 or 8. My goodness. What a rollout for Frosty. That's going to be game. Wow. The power of wild cards, folks. I mean, my goodness.
24 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Frost still undefeated.
Frosticles going a perfect 4-4. Who can stop this man?
So next week, because the weeks are out, we can see who's going to be on whose table. I think if there's going to be a man to stop Frost, it's Killas.
It is very possible. It is very possible Killas could make the stop. I'm looking myself here real quick. Besides Killas, we have Man Can Can, who's on the button right, or who is on the bubble right now. He's in 9th place. We have 02, who is currently qualified in 8th place. We also have, there's somebody else that's up there.
The Goofman is close, but he really
Goofman
needs
is
a win.
close.
He needs a win or a second, but really needs that win.
So there's definitely some people here that can put a stop to him, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
So I'm looking at the numbers real quick, and it's true. Frost literally cannot be knocked out of the top 8 at this point.
Wow.
He is the
So
only
at this
player
point-
guaranteed.
At this point, it's the top 8 fighting to see who's going to take home the bonus cash prize for being the top winner in points. We've got $20 going to the #1 point earner in the league, and then we'll have the other $80 going to whoever makes the top 2 in the final table.
I have another fun fact, another statistical fact. So
What's that?
so everybody that has a win is in the top 8 except for Good Good Not Bad.
Correct.
Everybody else with the win. So those wins are important.
The wins are very important, and if you also look at the second places, you can see like you personally have 2 seconds and a win. You're in fifth. Kill is with 1 win in a second. Nemesis with 1 win in a second. 0-2 with 1 win in a second. So the second places are also going to matter as well, with a lot of those bonus points going to the top 2 places on each table.
Yep. At this point, I mean, we have so many players here, 32 in this kind of format. If you're not getting first, second, or third, even third's a little risky. If you're not getting first or second, it's going to be rough. Very, very rough. So yeah, Frost undefeated. We shall see. I mean, the games are tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll find out very quickly.
Well, all right. It was nice, nice having everybody watch. Nice being here.
As always, thank you for tuning in. Bad, thank you for being my wingman here today. Hopefully everybody's had a good time, and we'll see y'all back for week 5 coming up starting tomorrow.